used to be the person juggling everything, constantly saying, I'm so busy, my schedule is full, and I don't have the time for that. On the inside, I was doing all the things, building my resume, chasing that dream job at that well-known company, because I was taught that staying busy meant success, but deep down, I wasn't happy. Despite all of my efforts, I was nowhere near achieving what I truly wanted, my deepest desires and my main goals. I realized that being busy isn't the same as being fulfilled. Ladies, having some structure in your life can actually lead to more freedom, and I achieved that by using a planner. In this video, I will be sharing 2 ways a planner has helped me achieve my goals, and I'll give you a review of the Blue Sky Planner. Number 1 is clarity. Are you making time and space for what you're asking for or wanting? That new job, career, man, or even a vacation. Recently, YouTube recommended me a video by Steve Harvey, and he told a story of him wanting a new car after getting a new job. He would come home from work and he would tell his mom, I'm getting a new car. And she would respond saying, I know, but your old car is still outside on the block. He couldn't understand why she was saying this to him. After about 6 times, this kept on happening. And he asks her, why do you keep saying that? She said, you don't have anywhere to put that new car. That made him take action to towing that old car, cleaning up the driveway. He made space for the new car. 2 weeks later, he bought a car. And he goes and tells his mom, look, I got a new car. And she responds, yeah, because you got somewhere to put it. You can't ask God for something and not be ready to receive it. I remember coming home from work and spending hours watching shows. I could have used that time to develop skills or spend quality time with family. I had to clear my schedule and focus on what truly matters to make room for new opportunities. But this focus only happens when my intentions are clear. When the intentions are clear, we will know our goals. And just like that Steve Harvey example, there was no space for the new car to arrive. And maybe God was waiting for him to get rid of that car first. He had to clean up the yard and make room for the new one. Scheduling time strategically based on my goals. Once I figured out my goals, I broke them down into smaller, actionable steps, into daily, weekly tasks that I can easily incorporate into my schedule. For example, my fitness goal is to get toned. I broke that down into daily goals of walking 8,000 steps and going to the gym 2 times a week. I further divided the steps into 3 to 4K in the morning and another walk in the evening. For the gym, I scheduled the sessions at times that would work best for my routine. On the weekend, I spent time putting these actual steps in my schedule based on my other goals. For example, the gym schedule is Monday, Wednesday, and that would repeat, but the other actions may vary depending on my schedule, such as when I plan to record a YouTube video or attend social events. This not only provides me the structure, but also frees my mind from the stress of figuring everything out. I've already done the hard work by knowing my goals, breaking them down into manageable steps, scheduling those actions, and planning my days. Now, all I have to do is take action. That's where many people fall off from what I've seen, and I have too in the past. Planning and scheduling is fine with the stickers and the colors and thinking, but the real transformation happens when I take the aligned actions towards my goals. And I've been journaling about this a lot recently. When I tell myself I will do this one thing when I feel happy, I will take towards this thing when I feel motivated, but then when I feel sad or something's out of my control happens, I fall 10 steps backwards. Waiting for those good emotions or motivation is just wasting my time. Instead, focusing on being consistent, because consistency is really the key. It doesn't matter how you feel. So for example, there are days when I have to attend meetings even when I don't feel like it. And I could cancel on them, but I don't. Or the times when I have to upload YouTube videos and I'm not feeling like it because I don't know, I'm not motivated because of the low views. None of that matters because I'm showing up for the sake of showing up. Doing the actions regardless of how I feel. That's the real win for the day. This mindset has transformed not only how I see life, but how I also present myself to the world. It has pushed me to hold higher standards for myself, to keep showing up no matter what. Think about it. Do you believe a CEO wouldn't attend an important meeting because they have, a headache? No, They just show up. They will take medication if needed to be, and they keep moving forward. It's about catching myself in those like low moments and practicing self-awareness. Yesterday, I was hosting a meeting, and even though I had a headache, I had prepared so much, and I was going to show up regardless of how I felt. That's what creates that mental toughness. To summarize, have a goal, break it down into actual steps, put it in your schedule, and take actions, regardless how you feel. Yes, I still have time to be flexible and live my life, but on my own terms. I feel more free with having a planner because now it shows me where I have free time, what I want or do not want to do, and actually can work on my goals. Having some structure gives me freedom and frees my mind of scrambling last minute. If you're new to planning or calendars, the first step may be just logging in what you're currently doing every hour to really get a feel of where the time is going and spent on in a day. I personally like appointment calendars, which log every hour. I have other planner videos. If you are interested, I will leave them in the description down below. Let's get started with talking about the new planner I got, the Blue Sky Planner review. Let's talk about why I actually got this. I know I did a whole video about the Clever Fox planner in the beginning of the video. Again, I will be leaving all those videos in the description down below. So I needed something that was compact. I love me a spiral notebook type of thing because it makes flipping pages so much easier. Just a preference, not a requirement. I needed something that was small and I could put in a purse, like a tiny little purse, and take with me. And it's not heavy, right? It's just not heavy. And so I was Googling, I found this one on Target, I put it in my car and went to go pick it up. And it was affordable. That's the other thing that was my requirement. It had to be affordable because I've already invested in the Clever Fox Pro Planner and I might go back to using that. I needed something that wasn't a big investment, that if I stop using it in a few months, it's okay. Target had this really pretty print with like these flowers on it. It's for the school year of 2025, starting from July. So it already passed, which is great because I can start planning August and so forth. And it goes until the following year, until the school year ends, which is perfect, right? Because again, I'm starting at this point in time, and so this works out. And it has all like this class schedule stuff. If you're a student, you can put your classes in here and all that. They have all the holidays in the beginning of the calendar, which I love because again, I can just flip over and check if there's a holiday and I can mark my calendar. But the real stuff, why I got this was because it has the monthly calendar portion, and then it has this like blank portion, which I'm going to be actually using for as an appointment sheet, a weekly appointment sheet, which usually has the timings on here, which I'm going to have to manually add. And I'm okay with that because this is very affordable. I didn't have the time to go and research other calendars. I went on Target and I wanted it that same day, got it, went to go pick it up. What I've realized from the other calendars that I have used is they don't, like their morning starts at like 8. Maybe I've seen a 7 o'clock, but my morning starts at 4, 5. Like I'm an early bird. And so those other calendars don't accommodate for my needs. And this way it's blank. I could just fill in that time, which is beautiful. On the other side, it has a week's focus, weekly goals, things to do's, and etc. And it does have the weekend on the side. Since this is a student calendar, I thought this was really cute. They have like timetables and conversions. And currently I'm on a fitness journey. And I thought this was great because I'm trying to cook. And it has the volume section, which it has teaspoons, tablespoons, cups, pints, gallon. It also has a periodic table in the back. That's the quick review I have on why I got this at this point in time and how I'm going to be utilizing this. I hope this video was helpful. I try to give reasons on why I do certain things, and hopefully it kind of encodes in you on kind of leveling up in your life. I know certain individuals that kind of share the same stories. They're like, I've been doing the same thing over and over. I'm not getting different results. It's literally because you're not doing anything new, or your focus is wrong. Your intentions are, you haven't written it down. You don't know what your true intentions are, your reason for why you're doing it, and you're not taking the actionable steps. Going back to why a calendar, any calendar, it doesn't have to be this one, it could be any calendar, is great. It could be your phone, your Google Calendar, your Outlook calendar, whatever it is. Anything that keeps you somewhat organized is really beneficial. And I'm not saying I'm perfect. Like there are days where I schedule things in and certain things aren't like going as planned, that's okay. But as long as I'm showing up and I'm being consistent, is like that's like the biggest key. And if you want me to make an in-depth video on how I break down my goals into actionable steps, let me know in the comment box down below. I've realized the biggest thing that people are lacking nowadays is clarity. Yes, you heard that right. Clarity of goals, of where they want to go and be. And then after that, figure out their next steps. And so I hope this video kind of was like an introduction to why I plan and the importance of planning. I hope you got some value from this video. If you did, make sure you hit the like button, and until next time.